Welcome to Jesus Says It Is Finished, Part 71. Today we'll be reading from pages 167 and 168. Rebellious children ignore my teachings and lifestyle of moral principles. Jews who know not what they do demand I die. One day they will persecute and kill my faithful disciples. The mercy seat in the Holy of Holies portrays the living God who dwells with his people. His commandments are in this Ark of the Covenant. In the holy place, before the golden altar of incense, priests carry a censer representing the prayers of God's children. Into brass bowls flow the life source of flawless, innocent animals. Priests perform rituals in the courtyard, the holy and most holy place. These sacrifices symbolize divine blood dripping from my pierced head, hands, feet, and side. Today, symbolic ceremonies do not receive deserved reverence. When the Son of God dies, type meets antitype, so these practices must cease. I motion toward a cursed city with a raised hand that has blessed many souls. Because God's favored nation rejects salvation, extinction is possible. With emotional revelation, I look at terrible suffering. A magnificent synagogue and its surroundings fall in ruins. After a rare display of passionate agony, I prophesy enemies surrounding them. Rejecting me results in stubborn Jews refusing to surrender to the invading soldiers. Years earlier, the prophets foretold Rome would starve them to the point they feed on the flesh of the dead. To accuse me of being a rebel, heads of religion approach Roman guards patrolling the congregation. Wanting me arrested, they push a false charge saying I plan to take possession of the temple and reign as king of Jerusalem. Convinced by an instant respect they do not recognize officers, strangers to heaven's influence, refuse to detain an honest man. Instead, they cause the priests to huddle in the shame of defeat. Soldiers blame the irritated rulers for creating a disturbance. Observers hide their grins. To escape ear-piercing commotion, I walk with the disciples to the sanctuary. We pass unnoticed by those enduring a harsh lecture from their irate leaders. Thrilled individuals who sang praises in the sunshine are leaving with an empty feeling they cannot explain. They are disappointed after the sad scene on the Mount of Olives. The reactions of Pharisees are fierce. At the start of my ministry, scheming merchants were exchanging foreign money, selling sacrificial animals within the courtyard. With a stern demeanor of righteous indignation, I struck enough terror in their hearts to drive them away. Today, at the close of my short life on earth, I hear anxious cries of frightened creatures coming from the outer court. Familiar sounds of clanging coins mingled with angry squabbles between the cheaters and those they cheat make me cringe. Sinful priests are no longer attentive to their sacred work. Greed transforms them into hypocrites, liars, and thieves. Someone places their sins on the head of a beloved, flawless creature. Its blood symbolizes transgressions. Seeking forgiveness is the purpose as the blood falls into a basin which priests will pour on an altar. People often view these sad rituals at the Passover feast as routine. My purpose of being their ransom is to prevent them from dying without a pardon. Killing innocent lambs became necessary after Adam and Eve sinned against their Creator. They are a substitute price for sin until I die. I am the sacrificial lamb sent to offer salvation. God's children need only to request grace and mercy. Many priests forget their duty to teach sinners these lambs point to the Messiah, the ultimate cost to save humankind. Placing sins on a helpless animal is a temporary ransom. To know forgiveness, sinners must experience regret. Repulsive slaughtering is a painful reminder what disobeying the principles of God costs. Ignoring the significance connected to these offerings is foolish. Heartless service that lacks faith does not honor the Father. Because the unwise imagine this makes humble, heartfelt repentance avoidable, the bloodshed of perfect lambs increases. It proves these scenes are nothing more than acts of cruelty. Daily, yearly rituals depict the hour I relinquish my spirit. Praying at the foot of my cross, the redeemed receive an eternal reprieve by the blood of God. I am the true Lamb, so the death of Jesus Christ replaces this wretched practice.